Good evening, folks. I am Joe Bachman, and it is time for IndieCD's Creatives at Play. And wow, my video all of a sudden seems choppy here a little bit. At least moving around. Yeah, it looks choppy to me for some reason. But anyway, um, so for tonight, we have Trey
Oh, hi there.
and her crochet cam.
Crochet. Trace hands.
We have Bladed.
Hello.
And I will let the others add themselves in if they'd like as they turn on cameras and whatnot.
Hi guys, I'm not trusting my net, so I'm trying to minimize the damage to it. But I am here to read comments if people want it, as long as my net holds out. And if I disappear, it's nothing personal. It is just the wonders of the Nick field.
Alrighty. And I guess I should probably turn on my secondary camera.
Yeah.
Only if you want us to see what you're working on.
That's going to require me to, remember to keep the camera in. Wow. There's something going on with my my machine tonight.
I was going to say, you look fine.
Well, the extra camera is not wanting to come up.
Huh. So, in usual fashion, it's, technical difficulties Monday.
Yeah.
Or Wednesday. Wednesday. Oh, my God.
Whatever day it is.
Oh, man.
All right. Let's try that again.
Let's see.
All right. So we go to plan B.
Oh.
No, Siri, stop. Siri, stop.
Is she? Oh gosh, she heard Plan B's and telling you where you can get them.
I did not say to turn up the volume. Hey Siri, stop.
She decided to start playing music for you, huh?
She did. And I didn't say anything about her name either.
She who shall not be named. Where?
She's over here like, no, play the funky music, white boy.
Right?
The Nick field.
Really? You're just gonna start up on your own? What in the actual is going on here tonight? Okay. Where are you plugged in at? Because you are getting unplugged. You little psycho.
Got some extra salt up here if you need it. There's holy water down there too. Just so you know.
I don't know. I don't. Yeah. I don't know if that'll help. That is about the weirdest thing I've ever had happen, though. But speaking of music, we do have the music of Mr. Dan Hollifield, which we're going to play because I know I won't get a copyright strike for that one.
Right.
Excellent segue. Excellent transition there.
You know that guy.
That is pro level.
And we're gonna just, you know what, it's the way the night's starting. We're going track 13. Set this place on fire. Might as well just start her off right. All right. So let me create a scene. There we go. Oh, sure. You're gonna work through there, but not.
A Nick field.
Start virtual camera. Extra camera. Oh, now you're gonna work. What?
If it could talk to my other monitor, that would be great.
Okay, stop virtual camera. Turn off OBS now.
Okay.
This should not be this hard.
That's what she said.
And I'm just, you know what, I'm
I
just
used to
gonna
have
go
that
with it
effect on
now.
people, Joe. Just get used to it. When I'm around words like throbbing, pulsing.
We're just gonna kind of scroll through these real quick.
Yeah.
Because this is how the night's going.
My babies.
Oh,
Wait a second. Wait a second, because now I'm confused. Was that recorded? Was that a video that plays? 'Cause I see Thesis logged in the back. I don't see Dawn logged in. Or did Trey do such a good? I'm impressed. Like, I genuinely, well done.
what?
That really sounded like Dawn for a second. I was confused.
Oh no, that was Dawn.
That was Dawn. So the icon that Thesis is, they share. So that's Dawn if you look at the name underneath.
Okay.
Because
That's
they
what
share
happened.
the same. Yeah, they share the same login.
I was confused. Just for a second, I thought she had decked out the back, and I'm like, wait. I thought she was gone to take a nap, and then I heard her, and I'm like, maybe we need to do that. It's, a little 3-second clip of her going, "My babies," over that we can just run,
Oh, now that everybody's completely mentally broken.
I was talking with everybody behind stage, but I am going to go ahead and sign out for now. Hi and bye, everybody in the chat. I'm hoping and praying that the group in here is going to take good care of your comments tonight.
You know what? With the way tonight's starting off, I make no promises. So I just realized that you guys can't see what I'm doing when I'm holding it all the way back there.
So, I'll see you guys in the chat.
All right, see you, Dawn.
Bye, Dawn.
Toodles, dearie.
Hello.
Don't do anything I do. And if you do, don't get caught. Let's see.
Yeah, I'll let someone start going through the comments while I do this
Just
first.
about to ask if you wanted me to.
Yep, I'm gonna do this first monkey fist, and we'll see how my wrist is feeling afterwards as to whether or not I continue.
Let's see. First through the door is Foxy saying hi, everybody. Hi,
Evening,
Dr.
Foxy.
Foxy.
Hi, Foxy.
And Carl saying, woohoo! Another night of exciting, railless entertainment. All the railing occurs, in the back, in the green room before and after the show. That's why no one walks on this program. And Dan Hollifield says, good evening. Good evening, Dan.
Evening, Dan.
And Donna's saying, hey, everyone. Hey, Donna. How you doing?
Oh.
And Thesis is doing double to triple duty, saying, hey, y'all. Hey, Thesis. And Carl's saying, hey, everyone. And Thesis is sharing a link to his video about Chinese number gestures.
I'm
I am
excited.
so glad that on the second read through I didn't lose the word number, because just for a second I read it as Chinese gestures number, and my brain took it as, oh, is this how you tell someone they're number one? But in Chinese, well, yes, but
I mean, I could do that.
you're not number one, you're number 10. Anyway.
I'm excited to see if they're close to the ASL ones.
Well, you're gonna find out.
Yeah.
And Donna's giving us the important news update that, of course, Callie chooses now to fall asleep on her left arm. Of course.
Mhm.
Carl concurs, and I need to look
Because
into
cat.
dictation software for you, for when you cannot type. Everyone loves some good dick. meditation software. It just helps get the job done. And Donna agrees. She says, haha, I squirmed enough that he got up. Not the first time. I'm pretty sure Mae West said something similar to that line, but with a very different intention. Cats hate it when their beds move.
This is true.
Fortunately, old dogs don't. Anyhow, and don't they just? And Carl says, mowing done, weeds done. Clean up garbage tossed in yard, done.
We'll be right back. Our chief of police is calling me for some reason.
Dear Lord. And then there were 4. You're supposed to be a retired author. You're not supposed to be doing manual labor. This is a crime. Speaking of retired folks doing manual labor, Dan Hallfield says, mower belt reattached, yard finished for another week or 2. You gotta get yourself some clover or something that doesn't grow up and have to be mowed. My parents have an aggressive form of moss that might work. Sometimes I miss having a yard. Sometimes. Well, if you don't have a yard, Foxy, where are all the boys going to go to when you make a milkshake?
But what are they doing in the yard? Are they doing anything useful, or are they just kind of standing around shuffling?
You know, I was wondered, is that a zombie apocalypse style situation?
Right? Are they being dumb, or are they like doing yard work? Carl, does Carl need a milkshake for the boys to come to his yard and do some yard work? Start making milkshakes, guys.
You know, I love those running things where somebody, I'll do anything for $50. All right, here you go. This bathroom isn't going to regrout itself, but I also wonder, you know, when they say the boys come to the yard, I mean, do you have an age, like, is there an age spread? I want to avoid Epsteinisms as much as possible. And, you know, is there a quality baseline, you know?
So many questions.
I mean, like, is it a Korean boy band that shows up? Or is it like the Backwater Boys who you know, look up to Hank Hill and his crew of metropolitan Texans?
These are the real questions.
These and other questions won't be answered on the next episode of Creatives That Play Kai. Anyway, Donna says I miss being out in the country where I could step outside dressed or not, however I wanted.
I mean, you still can. You just might get arrested for it in town.
High fences, Donna. High fences. Although, my policy on all that sort of thing is, it's not hurting anybody, leave it alone. Why are we so silly prudish about that? Don says you can come mow mine, Foxy.
Okay, I'm back.
Yeah, you're back.
There we go. That is a trope I have not heard before. I mean, I've heard the lady being a maid. I've heard the lady being a teacher. A few other things. I've never heard lawn worker lady. I mean, seems like a fair inversion of tropes. I second it. And Dan says, I'll never miss living in an apartment. I spent too many years being a nomad. I can understand that too. And Carl says, hey, Charcoal, what are you staring at outside? Rabbit? Squirrel? Oh, neighbor jacking up his car. Okay. Up. The word is up. And don't forget to like and share, folks. I know you're subscribed, says Donna. And
Yes,
Foxy
please
says,
do like, share, subscribe, and if you feel froggy, if you're on Twitch or Kick, throw us a little sub there and help us keep the lights on IndieCD.
Toss a coin to your trapper. We have plenty.
oh, and we have someone else lurking in the background, which is delightful.
We have a Rich. Wait, my hands are full right now, Rich. Otherwise, I'd add you to the studio.
Oops. There we go.
I thought he had us.
He does.
Yeah.
I'm going to assume that everyone is running okay because everybody keeps freezing for me. But that's already been discussed. So if that changes, do let me know. And Botrix has correctly joined the channel. You see what you did,
There's not
Rich?
much that I run for.
My bot decides to come follow the IT guy.
Seems appropriate.
Okay. I'm going to do some rearranging here. Give me just a second. Because if I do this, there we go. Everybody is above their project, their face is above their project, except for Thesis because he doesn't have a broadcast space. And I love that style of rotary punch. I use those in my leathercraft all the time.
It's a lot easier on my hands than just plain old awl I used to use.
Ooh,
Oh.
yeah.
You can also pad that.
That looks awesome, Rich.
And, well, yes, it's gorgeous,
Having
Rich.
way too much fun at that laser engraver.
Midnight Maharaja says, hey, what's up, people? Well, you see,
Mhm.
up is the orientation usually away from the Earth's center, for those of us who understand that it is a sphere. But,
Right.
let's see, and Botrix informs you, want to find other great creators, go to IndieCD.org for tons of great creators. And Pops is saying, yo, at least I
Hey,
assume it's
Pops.
Pop.
Hey, Pop.
And the lovely Kitty is saying, hi, hi. Hi, hi, Kitty.
Kitty.
I hope your ropes aren't tangling and the weight goes where you want it to. And greetings for Kitty from Carl. And that's one thing about being in Auburn, Foxy. I didn't sunburn until I was an adult. Probably because of all those antibiotics I'd had as a kid. Okay. And hi, Kitty, and greetings for Kitty. And Ruby's here. Hello, dear. I hope you're doing well.
Hey, Ruby.
Hey, Ruby.
And Foxy's saying it's good to see Ruby, and Donna's saying it's good to see Ruby. Carl says,
That's material.
here for more ruination? Yeah, pretty much.
What is that?
Crystal.
Ooh, ooh.
Ooh.
Allegedly, according to the website, I can make those fancy crystal things where you got the little bubbles engraved inside stuff.
Nice.
Very cool.
This is
And
not
Oh My God
what I
TV
thought.
to you says, hey, 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 how do, gang?
Hey,
OMG.
OMG. Hope your stream went well tonight, bud. Sorry I didn't get the chance to stop in.
And Donna's saying, hey, Nick. Hey, Donna. And Indy's saying, howdy, OMG. And Ruby is a glutton for punishment, which is a dangerous thing to say around this group because it can be provided as requested.
Well,
And
is it punishment you've been a bad girl or punishment you've been a naughty girl?
wow. And OMG is all about the hype. And Botrix is promoting IndieCD. And no Dawn, not even in the chat. She's really exhausted. She was in the background for a while, but really had to go rest. So we're without an overseer right now, and not yet. Good thing,
Scary
Ruby.
thought, isn't
You'll
it?
get plenty here.
I know, there are cats aplenty, they're just not in the room. Rooms.
You hear this? We had internet problems last week, says Donna, and the Witsman dude asked me if Nick was driving by. I am not the sole cause for all technological issues. I'm not some sort of displaced deity of destruction.
That's 75%.
Not even a cryptid.
Mm-hmm.
You're in the right place for it, Ruby. And Don didn't feel like reading tonight. No, that's... And I'm here for it. And it's not a stream without some tech issues. Somehow, almost 20 minutes ago, OMG knew exactly what to be saying at this moment.
Well, considering yesterday OMG had some tech issues too. Yeah. It's the week for it. It's a week of tech issues.
I know why you have tech issues now. You keep saying you're not a cryptid when you're close to electronics, and the lightning strikes nearby are shorting everything out.
That's it.
I'll accept that as a headcanon.
Yep.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not gonna say innocent because I'm not falling into that trap that Trey has with the pennies laid out. Don't think I don't know, but she played her card. But I am not going to become a lower cost option of a denarian trapped inside a copper penny for eternity till somebody lets me loose.
The funny thing is, it was just a spare penny that was just sitting there. It wasn't even set up, so. Yeah.
Now, Carl says one of the unnameable names. Play Plan 9 from Outer Space. At least there's quality there. I mean, at least you're talking about one of the great films. Not the best, but really way high up there. A truly grand film. And Botrix is thanking Dan Hollifield and Master Boot Records for allowing us to use their music during our streams. And
It's been a while since I played Master Boot Record.
And Donna's saying, play that funky music right. So, apparently we are being instructed to lay down the boogie and play that funky music till we die. Anyway, those stupid assistants. Dan Hollifield says, you triggered my iPad. Didn't the iPad read the trigger warnings?
Now my brain is going, play that funky music, white boy, but WIGHT, boy.
Indeed. I concur.
So, play that funky music till you die takes on a whole new meaning.
I am accusable of many things, but undead is not one of them. Unliving, perhaps, but not undead. Yes, there is a difference. No, I will not elaborate.
Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Or would that be a dead talk?
I really wanted to say something, but that would be pointing things at myself, and I'm not going to do it. But she who shall not be named got your number. They are listening. Mine does that all the time. it is a great way to find out whose corporate eavesdropper is running at the moment. Hey, Wiretap! What's a good cookie recipe?
I'm running. Just the thing is, everything's going through my earphones so that she can't hear Jack.
Well, the thing is, I never even said her name.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, the HomePod just goes, playing whatever music. I'm like, stop. I'm saying the name. And then it stops. And then all of a sudden, it just starts playing again. So it just got unplugged.
Uh-huh.
Ours did that every once in a while.
And then people wonder why I don't trust them. And we've got
been on the household.
Okay, we got a couple of the annoying bots, but let's see if they have good names. Sheepish Grace isn't bad. Supersonic Environ before Gobbledygooks, that's not bad either. And Foxy's Lolling. And the next bot, I actually want to bring that up because I like that. Logical Frivolity. That is a good name. Oh my god, I just saw the next bot's name. Otrelena. Learned Pounding wishes to speak with you.
All right. I mean, did it go to school for that? Was it self-taught? Homeschooled? Like, I got questions.
Rich, get out of my head. Get out of my head, Rich.
Just saying.
It's not Bordello type. Anyway. But yeah, that's a good one. An Amazon spy is always listening, or Apple's spy is always listening. And spies are everywhere. It's a conspiracy. I'm just waiting for the Megacorp Wars to start up and the mecha to get cheap so that I can found a moderately effective mechanized fighting force. Because all of this that's going on, you have to remember, is just a smokescreen, a cover to distract you from the fact that in 1978, a team of crack commandos were arrested for a crime they didn't commit. Let's see. Foxy says, good choice, Joe. She also says, I swear you can think about a thing and start getting ads for it. This is true. I do love the ads that I get from like YouTube because Mandy and Xander and I all watch YouTube in the living room. So I have a bunch of shows that are basically for Mandy and a bunch of shows that are for me and a bunch of shows that are for Xander. So it is kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? Psychotic?
Eclectic?
Shoot, schizophrenic. That's the word I was looking for. And watching it try to figure out what's going on. And Carl says it's the chips inside us. And he's probably not wrong considering how easy it is to RFID chip somebody. But that's neither here nor there. And Madness says, no, she didn't. She knows it should be that hard. Wow. I don't know quite what was going on, but Carl, I can see Pops dropping the 3 snaps in Z formation. Pop, pop, pop. He's laying it down. And Kitty says, why do you think I don't have one? Foxy says, my voice can't get that high without pain. Now, there are ways to take that sentence, and I'm going to elect not to take them that way, but there are ways to interpret that sentence. I leave it up to the listener. And we just cracked a half hour, so
Yeah, we'll play a few commercials here, and we'll be back in just a couple minutes, folks.
In the early days of the Korean War, an underage boy ran away from his family's farm in West Virginia to join the Army. He quickly transferred to the Air Corps and became a fighter pilot. Somehow, he became useful to several alphabet agencies, so he was recruited to help them during the Cold War. Eventually, he got tired of being a spy and tried to retire. Fate had other ideas. These are some of the early adventures of Captain Tom Darby of the U.S. Army Air Corps. From before that fateful night, he rode his motorcycle around a curve too fast on a back road in rural Georgia and accidentally began a new life entirely.
And we are back.
yes, we are.
And we are going to go over to track 14. You asked for it. Now open up wide.
All right. Oh, wait. No. Sorry. Never mind.
That's a good jam. And
All right.
Foxy says that that's okay.
Oh.
In reference to she doesn't get that high without pain, and you know, I guess Lisa just has to start singing that song. I can take you higher. Anyway,
Oh, that's why it's not working.
rest well, Dawn. Broken. I may be bent a little, but not broken yet. No, but I think we're all broke. And if you want to help us not be broke, and you are on Twitch or Kick, there are ways to throw a little bit of fundage to the good people running the show who have been foolish enough to let me be the voice in the background. But
Just as long as I'm not the voice of reason. If I'm the voice of reason, we're all in a lot of trouble.
Oh, no. There is no reason to be found here. We have gone past reason. We control the vertical. We control the horizontal. We control whatever we need to control until someone says a safe word. But what I love is how merrily everyone is just chugging along on their project. You guys are just knocking it out of the park.
Disestablishmentarianism.
Oh, yes. Now, let's see. We know Shug. Shug is peeking. I see you peeking. I hear you knocking, but you can come in. And Trey is just getting dizzy with the glee. That or the cats have decided that Jeff needs a Roomba cat cavalry charge, which
It's a battle.
I can see this, and I am here for it. I'm really tempted to use the super secret Big Stompy Robots formula to try to design a variant that's just cats riding Roombas. But I'm going to be variably good. Let's see. Oh, that's just a boring bot. Although Accurate Planting, not a bad name. I'll give that, what, a C? High C? Well, we have late night Nick tonight. Not really. Well, yes, you have late night Nick. What you really want is one of these days when I'm truly insomniacking, I'll hop on a certain Discord and you'll get Nick After Dark, where no one knows what's going on. But, out of courtesy for the lovely folks on the screen, I am trying to be somewhat hailed. Only a little bit, though. Because we need that sweet, sweet viewership. And Botrix again thanks Dan Hallfield and Master Boot Records, as do we all. And poor Joe is having a night. Indeed. And either y'all are being obtuse or just totally innocent, LOL. I'm that kind of thing next to the LOL that I won't say because I don't want to be trapped in a penny. Dang it. See, someone has laid a clever Fey trap, and now I am hesitant to use one of my favorite phrases. It is cruel and diabolical, and yet I want to applaud the effort because it is well done. Although every once in a while I do look at the fairy rings and go, yo, sometimes I'll just write peace out. Then I think, oh wait, that's the pheromones. It's the scent coming through. It's just trying to lure you in. High fences mean nothing in a neighborhood where almost everybody has a 2-story or more house. See, this is tragic. This is why people need to buy more of Donna's books in bulk and in mass, so that she and Carl can relocate somewhere that doesn't have a town council that thinks they're an HOA and is isolated enough that she can go skyclad as she will just about anywhere on her property. Because she should have the right to do so. Remind me Friday to tell the story of when I almost flashed a neighbor. I will. And hey, Rich. Everyone's greeting Rich, and Midnight's getting greetings, and Pops is getting greetings. And Dawn says, I'm still listening. My computer chair and I were not friends. That means she's
the really soft talking rare comes in so soft, Nick, it's hard to hear you.
The audio on that broke up for me so bad. I heard very soft talking.
The very soft talking when you do that barely comes through.
Okay, I've got my mic right here. I have sorcery. Does that help at all?
Yeah, when you're doing your normal voice, you're fine. It's when you're trying to do that sultry voice that your microphone absolutely refuses to pick up half your words.
Wow. You heard it all, folks. My technology is trying to prevent the sweet dulcet tones of my affection. I see how it is. It's censorship. That's a crime. The First Amendment still exists. Our AI overlords haven't, hacked the planet yet. And Foxy
it's only illegal censorship when the government does it.
And pretty sure Foxy and I totally understand that, Dawn, says Donna. And Foxy says, oh yes, I'm sitting in bed doing this.
Oh, be right back.
Apparently that was enough that Joe had to go to his bunk. I don't fault him. And poor Dawn. Most computer chairs are just murdery. You're not wrong. Which is why I have two. But the Attica chair is very heavy to move around, especially on carpet. Oh, I bet, says Foxy, and I concur. And Kitty wants to know, how many pages is that journal thesis? It looks like a lot.
I stopped counting around 180, so more than that.
Impressive. Properly bound.
Impressive. Most impressive. But you are not a Jedi yet.
And evidently the lessons were beaten into the box. We do what we can. If you can't beat them, join them has a whole different connotation. And Houston, Texas Dave is coming up from the south. Howdy, gang.
Go.
And hey, Dave. And Dan says, your mecha will have better tactics, Nick. You're dang straight. And thus returns the Doom Bunny militia. Anyhow, Donna's saying, hey, Dave, and oh, the Duchess of Darkness herself. Sarah says, listening while working with a strong flex. Which means she's, I'm torn because there's the Sarah's working cleaning a building, so my brain wants to put out the French-made outfit situation, but the big flexi arm makes me think there's a gym involved, and now it's just like French-made doing really aggressive curls, and that sort of gets that Rhea Ripley energy going in my mind, and I am okay with that. Dave says the robot cats will take over the world soon. Perfect. There is an anime, and it's a strange anime, but apparently it's like a zombie movie, except instead of turning into zombies, everyone turns into cats. And they're being chased around by mobs of sapient cats trying to convert everyone. I'm not sure how I feel about this.
All right.
And Foxy says, hey, Sarah. And continues with, robot cats? Aren't those just Roombas? I would think a robot cat would be a little more aggressive in its pursuits than the relatively free-range, grazing entity that I see a Roomba as.
Our Roomba tried to eat my toes within 1 minute and 30 seconds of being turned on for the first time.
Well, when it's your first time being turned on, you kind of get overzealous. And
all this talk of Roombas makes me wonder how my buddy Bob is. Off doing what he does with whom he does it with. And hey, Sarah. And Carl says, hello, Dave and Sarah. And LOL, yes, Foxy. Why am I hearing an echo of Nick? Someone's got their speakers up just loud enough their mic is picking it up. And I'm not 100% sure who it is, but it doesn't always happen. So that, or my voice is just so grand that it does echo and bring joy to the masses.
I'm going to hell for that. Not.
Oh, uh-huh.
Okay, that was amusing because Rich sounded like a Charlie Brown teacher, and Joe sounded like one of the Sims. So it made, to me, one of the oddest conversations I have ever heard. And let me see, can I bring her up? Nope, that's not what I need to do. Dang it. Because we have a hobo sighting. And I know you love a good hobo sighting. Now, here we are. Sitting down after dinner to hang out with y'all. Well, we appreciate your company. And Foxy says, what'd you have for dinner? And we're always curious. Same here, Dawn. And hi, Foxy, Donna, Carl, and friends. Hey, Dave. And Dave had some chicken enchiladas. That sounds really good. I hear it too. Oh, that sounds good, Dave. Robots will never take over as long as cats can walk across computer keyboards. Our feline protectors will save us. Oh, don't put a story prompt like that out in the group. I mean,
here's the thing: the cats are actually walking across the computer keyboards to program the robot overlords.
That's actually more believable, yeah.
Yeah.
Idea that, set up all for the cats versus bots. Loving the hobo camp. And then the sudden twist is the elder cat has been, commanding the bots the whole time, and it's just been one big training exercise. Now, Dave would like to know what's everyone crafting. So what are all of you up to?
Find out at the end that the world really is flat, and the elder cat just pushes all the robots off the edge of the world.
Okay, so
I just got done with the monkey fist, and now I'm going to try and do a keychain.
Potion bottles.
Forever potion bottles.
Forever potion bottles.
Big ass journal.
Continuing working on the dog's collar.
Nice. And while I've been doing this, I've been quietly crash basting the start of a new Nerf blaster because I've decided I'm going to have to build something. And Sarah says, I'm sorry I've been quiet, Nicholas. It's okay. You've been such a good girl, we don't mind. There's plenty of time to be louder later. And Houston Dave is laughing at me, which is good. That means he's getting the funny bits. Dan says, the obtuse or innocent remark was in reference to the milkshake bring all the boys to the yard. I understood that phrase to concern busty women bouncing boobily on their porches.
Oh, we know. We know.
And Foxy says, I'm well equipped to boobily bounce. And male authors everywhere are applauding you?
I'm just reminded of that video meme where the dad's in the front seat and that song kicks on, and then he looks in the back seat and the 5-year-old daughter's drinking a milkshake. He pulls it out of her hand and just whips it out the window.
But do you blame him?
It's never too early to be prepared to reject the boys from the yard. And Kitty says 180 plus?
Yep.
Which is an impressive effort. And Dan says, you're in good company, Foxy. I concur. And Foxy says, I am indeed. Now, Kitty is a delight and an angel to walk this earth tragically cast in the frozen north. But she bestows this wisdom. Speaking of Roomba's thesis, don't you have a book to finish?
I'm working on it right now. See? It's a big-ass book.
You're getting the things you're supposed to bind and the things you're supposed to write flipped. You're supposed to write the books and bind your audience. Anyway, hi, Hobo.
I don't have nearly enough rope for that.
Well, you know, if you think the thesis doesn't have enough rope to do what needs done, you can help out by either donating directly to IndieCD.org, or you can go through Twitch or Kick. There are any number of wonderful ways that you can give Joe Bachman money, and just send him a note that a portion of it needs to go to Thesis for his paracord needs, because we're very supportive in this group.
Say, doesn't Thesis have his own kick? Subscribe.
You.
Subscribe to Thesis' channel.
Yes, he has a channel.
Toss him money. Get commissions. Throw him more money. Oh, by the way, Thesis, I did start a character on Nine Dragons.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we have Fred Odin and I.
Let me know the next time you're on, and we'll hop on together, and I'll show you around.
See, that's wonderful. I love that. And Dan says, I knew that comment was coming. Well, you are an eldritch being in the Appalachians. I expect for prophecy to be your bailiwick, sir. And as he prophesizes, I also expect a remark about the fire soon, too. And so shall it be written, so shall it be done. Oh, Richard. Smoke bomb! Smoke bomb! Beautiful! Arise! I have the MP. I can do this all night, Richard.
They're playing hide and seek and peekaboo at the same time.
Well, we have caught up with the chat. Oh, good. And I wish y'all could nag my publisher to get fly-by-wire on shelves soon, but he'd probably just tell me to go peddle my own papers.
And what you do
But now,
is tell us who your publisher is and how to get a hold of them.
yes,
Then we nag.
we will nag. And remember, you know, as a Christian, I have to remind folks that the Bible is indeed fuzzy on the subject of kneecaps. Sometimes the table needs to be kicked over. But we are at almost an hour. We're a minute or two early, so I think I'll run an ad or two for you guys, if there's preference, unless Joe wants to.
Yeah, actually, since we're at the hour mark, this is a good time for everybody to take a break, take a stretch, and we will be back in about 3.5 minutes.
Click on the tube and feel the vibe. Every show you crave right here live. Heroes and villains clash in the night. Madness Madness Comic Network sets it right. Scroll through the list, find what you need. Epic battles and fast-paced speed. From capes to cosmic space delights. Tune in and watch your favorites ignite. On Facebook, share the thrill so grand. On X, the buzz across the land. Madness Comic Network all around. In every episode, joy is found. Uploads, they never end. Superheroes and their friends. Catch every twist and every turn. Madness Comic, you will yearn. Stay up to date with every twist. Madness Comic, don't miss a gist. From laughter to tears, every mood. Madness Comic sets the groove. Click that button and subscribe. Catch the wave and ride the tide. Join the fun, join the craze. Madness Comic brightens days. Oh! New uploads, they never end. Superheroes and their friends. Catch every twist and every turn. Madness Comic, you will yearn. Stay up to date with every twist. Madness Comic, don't miss a gist. From laughter to tears, every mood. Madness Comic sets the groove. Click that button and subscribe. Catch the wave and ride the tide. Join the fun, join the craze. Madness Comic brightens days.
And we're back.
We apparently learned something too.
Madness Comics brightens days. The more you know.
Dan Hollifield says, tell 3 Ravens Publishing that you want more Dan Hollifield books. That's 3 Ravens Publishing. I'm sure we can find them online, and I'm sure this large group of people could merrily suggest, politely but frequently, that they release more Dan Hollifield books.
So I would like to point out that on their website, their contact us does not have a way to contact them. However, if you go to their Facebook, their email is 3ravenspublishing@gmail.com, or you can leave a comment. Just say it. Just say it.
That is the 3 spelled out, or is it the number?
It is spelled out. It's basically what Dan wrote with no spaces.
Oh no.
Yeah. I just happened to stumble upon that during the commercial break.
Honestly, I would have done that myself, except I was stuffing my face with a hearty burrito, and frankly, they're good. I may have forgotten to eat breakfast before my stream this morning, so I was stealing food as I was doing it. It was one of those. And Sarah says, don't leave soon. Here until 1 Central Time. I'm sure we will keep you amused as long as folks require. And if not, well, there are ways to keep you amused, I'm certain. We could always start doing audiobooks, which, speaking of, Brian Rodman has a Kickstarter going for his audiobook, The Gray Pilgrim, which I got to beta read his novel. However, I didn't get through the entirety of it. This is torture because it's very, very good. If you are someone who likes really dense lore and, you know, that fine line between dogma and mythology woven through with some old-fashioned eldritch horror. Look into what Brian Rodman's doing. And Dan Hollifield says, we're not going anywhere, Sarah. And Kitty says, you know I don't mean that book.
No idea what you're talking about.
Uh-huh. So she doesn't mean the one you're crafting, and she must mean the fighting manual that you need to write, dictating your style so that your future generations can learn from you. See? Ruby says everything looks good, though.
Thank you, Ruby. I don't know what I just heard, though.
Did someone have a mental breakdown? Because I don't know if that was my audio or...
No, I heard that too. But... you know what? I'm just gonna roll with it.
Yep.
Roll with it. Okay. Thank you, Ruby.
That was one of those Nuke's Top 5. Did you hear it? Carl Witzman says, I need to approach that Killer Karen show. Now, when I heard the phrase Killer Karen show, I just had this image of a Steve Irwin type figure coming on stage with a great burlap sack and just reaching in and pulling out a Karen by like the scruff of her neck, going, crikey, what we have here is a Western American Karen. You can find these usually lurking in the parking lots of your local Target. Dangerous beastie, aren't you? Full of venom. Who's full of venom? And I found
She's
that
angry. Cracky, she's angry.
She's angry.
Crikey. She's an
Seeing
angry
them
woman.
go against ice, though, has been hilarious because they have been like just using the Karen powers for good. And it's been beautiful. And I've never been more proud of Karens in my life.
That's beautiful. It's nice to see it being wielded for good and not evil.
Yes.
Dan Holliff. Boastable man. This quarter got me the biggest royalty check I've gotten in 10 years.
That's awesome.
That was me yodeling "Take on Me" from the other room.
Okay.
Someone said, aha.
Gotcha. Okay. Couldn't properly hear what was going on. So we just heard a voice.
Sorry, I was getting my dinner starting to boil.
Oh, okay.
Well, technically it's starting to simmer.
Things make sense now.
And Dan Hallfield says Sneaky Trey is sneaky.
I'm just saying.
I am very proud of her backstabbing capabilities.
I'm not backstabbing. I'm just saying maybe if several of us all sent an email to the effect of, "Hey, I heard Dan Hollifield's got a book, and I can't find it. Where is it? Why aren't you letting me read this and buy it?" Maybe
Take
we
my
could
money,
do
you
Dan
fool.
Hollifield book. Same.
You know, I
Oh,
saw
but
Foxy
it's
by the
this, I
window,
just show up at his house. I mean, you know,
and she says,
large
"Was
Viking
it me?"
man say, large Viking man saying, "Hey, where the hell's this book?"
Can't find it, and I heard you were the publisher. Just saying. I would like to pay money for this book.
Maybe we can get Dawn to reach out. I'm trying to promote my client, but it's very hard to promote my client when you are sitting on their books. Now, is there a specific reason you're suppressing him, or
Is this censorship?
is this a legal matter? Is this legal? Wow.
Are you
A
suppressing his
Phantom
book?
Menace reference. Been a bit. But, you know, Foxy says, "Wasn't me." Anyway. But I saw her on the sofa and she says, "Wasn't me." I'm having way too much fun with that gag, and even if y'all don't think it's funny, I think it's freaking hilarious. Dan Hallfield says, "Joe, if you have a copy of my album Show Tunes, track 20, Watching Paint Dry, has been called one of my best songs."
Let's see here. External drive. There's music. Show tunes. Track 20. Open. Processing. Processing. And we are now going to play from Dan Hollifield's Show Tunes album, track number 20, Watching Paint Dry. I like it.
Okay. From what I can hear, because it's a little softer than I would have it, so it doesn't come over the microphone. This sounds pretty groovy.
Here, let's actually. Is that? There we go. That's at 35 there.
Like it.
Okay, this has 80s night driving vibes, and I am absolutely here for it.
Yeah.
And Dan Hallfield says, no, he's just concentrating on anthologies that win awards for 3 Ravens. Well, ain't that special? Where's my electric car, Bruce? Anyway, no, it's time to bug that fellow about your quality work and getting it in the hands of your loving audience. And it's almost 9 minutes long, Joe. I almost malapropped minutes into inches, and that would have destroyed this whole broadcast. I had to catch myself, but... Steve. So, can we get an update on how everybody's doing on their assorted projects? Because you guys have been at it for an hour 20-ish.
Yep. I am finishing up my last one for the night. That is all my wrist is going to take for the night.
It appears Trey is doing intense rapid typing, which means she needs either Thackeray Binks to pop up and start typing on the same keyboard.
Trey might be writing a publisher. It's fine.
No, that would never happen. The only reason I'm not is I don't want to risk what's left of my internet right now.
Glue to that, not to this, you.
2.5 hands, Nick? You stallion, sir. You absolute stallion. No, I don't discuss it often, but my grandpappy used to raise Arabs. So measuring in hands is something I am not unfamiliar with. And Mandy used to ride Western Pleasure in competition and such. So yes, that is delightful.
Oh, mother. Ooh, that was so warm.
Apparently Joe is dropping a Mother Ruth. Which, again...
My grandpappy raised Germans, Irish, and Swedish people.
There.
Are you writing a book called Hack, Richard?
Sorry, what was that?
Are you writing a book called Hack? I say this because that is the only reason you would be justified in referring to yourself as a hack writer.
I did. Oh, yeah, I know.
That is actually almost right. Cool.
Poor hobo. Trying to herd you to bed.
Oh. Joe isn't showing his work right now, so if I do this, and I do this, it's easier to figure out who's doing what. There we go.
Oh, I got one monkey fist done. I got one little keychain done. And that is all my wrist is going to allow for tonight.
Fair and just. You got some stuff done. I understand entirely. And Trey's just knocking out potion bottles.
Finished one. I'm halfway through another, and I wrote an email to Dan's publisher. So.
Mwaha. Ha and ha. So we've got accomplishments. And I can see like the snake of chainmail that is under one of the devices Rich has. But I'm not sure the details, if that's the project or if that's just lurking.
That was the project that I was working on, but I switched to something else for the moment. Because I am re-listening to Monster Hunter International.
Yes.
I am trying to design for engraving the Happy Face patch.
Very nice.
Nice.
very, very nice.
Have you started working on the tops for the bottles yet? Or are you going to do that at the end?
No, I'm going to do that at the end because they take like 5 minutes to do.
So she's got a bunch of topless projects.
Yeah, pretty much.
Excellent.
All bottom, no top.
You
And
know
nice
what?
wide
Embrace
holes.
that. Embrace your dummy mommy energy, Trey. You've earned it.
All bottoms,
still
no
think
tops, and nice wide holes. Yep.
And stretchy.
Oh,
So, if we were casting this as a movie to talk about IndieCD, Rhea Ripley will be playing Trey.
I'm okay with that. I am more than okay with that.
I'm okay with Rhea Ripley playing with Trey, to be honest. But wow, yeah, I should green room myself for that one, but that would require regret. Thank you.
and actually, while I'm on that screen, because I forgot to do it at the beginning of the show, for those who are wanting an energy drink that is not pop related, check out Dubby. And use IndieCD 10 for 10% off. And you can find the link in the description of the show or down here in the banner.
It is the tasty.
Dooby-dooby-doo, dooby-doo. No, dubby-dubby-doo. Dubby-dubby-doo. Anyhow.
Do we still have
Which
some of the s'mores stuff left?
Yeah, there's still plenty of that left.
Okay.
Because I got to get rid of the milk that's in the refrigerator because I keep forgetting to, make some and drink it. So that is all yours because I know you have the almond milk that
Yeah.
can just is shelf stable and
Yep.
Almond milk is awesome stuff.
Well, I have a poor sense of smell, so I can't tell when milk goes bad. So the almond milk, I don't usually I don't have to guess on that like I do regular milk.
I'm not hungry.
That makes sense.
and the
Now.
s'mores Dubby does taste like a s'mores.
Yeah, it does. It's really good. And I've got the vanilla unsweetened almond milk, and it tastes really good with the s'mores.
Oh no, not an orange and cream flavored substance.
That might be amazing as well.
That would be just terrible.
Oh, I thought she said something else.
So did I.
That place is open if you want to park there. 2, I just stirred your.
Thank you.
Yeah, the Calio, was it Calio Cream? I think is what it's called. Is the orange dreamsicle one they have? It's really good. All of them have been good, and they're all set up to where you're supposed to just put like 1 scoop in a 20 to 24 ounce, 20 to 24 ounces of water. I put 2 scoops in a half gallon, and it tastes perfectly fine.
Nice. How economical.
And for those who can't do caffeine, they do have two that are uncaffeinated.
And they are really good. Oh, the watermelon lemonade one, so good.
That does sound intriguing. Now, to start getting a little behind in the comments,
Yep.
knock these out. Dan Hallfield says, not the green room. And Dawn says, it's not my OCD, it's not just my OCD with the positions of the screens. No, I share OCD in making sure that the positions are proper too. We like to put Joseph.
What? Huh? I'm innocent.
Oh, Joe said it. He gets stuck in the penny this time. Ha! Extreme close-ups.
Not the green room. Not the green room. Not the green room. We will get banned from YouTube if I say what I almost said.
Okay, so you're going to tell us after, right? I mean,
Oh man.
really. And Foxy's laughing. Dan says it's a learning project. What are you learning, Moa? Lurking. Oh. Lurking is good. And Houston's Dave says,
Have a good night, Dave.
I think Nick's internet might have just cut out because his voice cut out there.
Yeah.
But have a good night, Dave. I'm going to take over the comments here for a minute. Fox is saying goodnight to Dave, and so is Dan. And Dan says, all about that bass. And Carl and Donna are back. Their internet has come back on. Foxy says, I am cured with the opposite. I have a really good sense of smells. Sometimes it's unfortunate.
I can imagine, yeah.
I will just say this, Foxy. I'm going to say it at the risk of him appearing in the chat. Oh, yep, Nick's internet died out. If you guys do ever make it down for Holocon, stay away from Joe Dog. Dan says, I need buttermilk, but not a lot of it. And Fox says, regular milk and a little lemon juice can make buttermilk if you don't have any. Huh. I never knew that.
Mm-hmm. I've heard that. I haven't tried it, though.
Dan says, if it was sold in pints, I'd be set. Just enough for one cornbread muffin's worth. Only one cornbread muffin? Fox says, I think we used a tablespoon for 1 cup of milk. I kind of want to try that now. And Carl's signing off for the night. He had a busy day, so he's tapping out. Good night to all. Good night, Carl. And Fox saying, night,
right.
Carl. Sleep well. And Carl saying, thank you. So
my net completely crashed for a second there. Sorry, folks. Did I miss anything interesting?
Talking about how to make buttermilk if you don't have any.
Oh.
Yeah, using regular milk and lemon juice.
Yes, I've heard that.
Lemon juice has the same sort of chemical reaction. And Dan says, cornbread and buttermilk is the food of the gods.
You're not wrong.
There's a barbecue place out by Rich called Northside Barbecue that does a cheesy jalapeno cornbread that is phenomenal. I am not a fan of cornbread generally, but mainly because most of the times I've had it, it's been too dry. And I somehow totally skipped over a comment, and I'm not sure how. Dawn says, I used to use that alternative to buttermilk when making rhubarb cake. Ooh. And Dan says, pardon my typos. Not a problem.
And if I go to Northside without Joe, I will bring home some cornbread for him.
Oh, that's
nice,
good.
Rich.
I gotta work on the line thickness. But it's very close. And then I gotta figure out how to actually get that to burn properly on the challenge coins. The challenge coins blanks I have are too shiny.
They're too shiny?
They're too shiny. so the laser is not picking them up as that there's something actually there.
Huh.
Oh.
I would have never guessed that shininess.
I might just have to paint over it with something real quick and then just wash it up, you know.
Yeah.
Can you
carry
put
them around in your pockets for like a week? Oh, sorry, Trey. What's that?
Can you just put like masking tape on it? Will the laser engraver just go through that?
I tried. It wasn't horrible.
Do this.
Okay.
Okay.
Tell me how to focus.
Focus.
There it goes.
Okay.
Again, if I can get the actual lines to... So this is off of an image I actually found.
Okay.
So... And then I did use the masking tape to try that. And it burned, it allowed it to burn. The Special Task Force uniform going, oh yeah, no, that didn't work in any way, shape, or form. It's so freaking dark, it's not even funny. Because everybody knows there's no such thing as unicorns.
Let's see. Foxy's saying, I love cornbread slathered in butter.
Mm.
And Ruby is asking Bladed, why did you cut the binding?
It was too short.
Oh.
I have never made a journal this big before, so I have to add extra string.
Rich, it looks like your tongue might be bleeding soon.
You okay there, Rich?
It's not this. Is it how you use it?
Well, in this case, not entirely true.
So at least that's the lie I've been told.
And Dan saying, Violet the cat is regaining weight. 2 weeks ago, I thought it was time to get the shovel ready for me to dig a hole while crying. Today, she's almost back to her normal weight and eating like a champ.
That's
That is
amazing.
great news.
Now, I want to explain just quickly why I'm not bringing up comments. The comments are frozen on my end since I got booted out and is only showing me a splash of comments from 8 and 8:27. So I have no idea how this is functioning, but it is colorful.
It sounds like it's barely functioning. But with that, folks, we are an hour and a half in. I know Trey's got work in the morning. I get to go to a NERPC meeting tomorrow.
Did you call me?
Yay.
So it sounds like everybody's got stuff to do, and it's time to say goodbye.
We are going to wrap this up, and we will see you all next one. Well, we'll see most everybody. We'll see some of you tomorrow night for Stupid O'Clock. Some of you tomorrow or Friday morning for Nevermind the Furthermore. Friday night for the Historical Fencing Guild and the Green Room. Saturday night for Stupid O'Clock. Sunday, if one of us decides to randomly stream. And then we're back in the next week.
Did you say tea house?
Oh, Tea House Saturday night. Yes.
Yes.
Sorry. What was that, Trey?
That was Fred trying to go through the window. Probably because a deer's out there or something. I don't know anymore. I found evidence of deer between the houses. So, maybe there's a deer out there. I don't know.
I love when a cat is like, ooh, a deer, I'm going to get it. Like, dude.
Fred just wants to play. He
Yeah.
wants to be best friends.
Aw.
Oh, you missed him looking at a squirrel outside earlier.
Yeah,
Yep, at the door. Just,
best friends.
but yeah. So with that, folks, we will see you all later this week and next week. So have a good night, folks.
Bye.
Good night.
Good night.